accomplish, alignment,
carve, civilization, depict,
equal,
excavate, imaginary, keep track of,
meridian,
overcome,
plumb line, precisely.
preserve.
The merkhet used the stars to tell the time and could be used at night. Experts claim that the merkhet was used to accurately establish straight lines in construction and to align temples and tombs with celestial bodies.
The merkhet. For thousands of years, humans have been using various devices to keep track of the time. The ancient Egyptians, who have always been recognized for their skill in mathematics, architecture, and astronomy, are no exception. In fact, they are widely regarded as one of the first civilizations to divide the day into equal parts, 12 hours of the day and 12 hours of the night. They accomplished this using timekeeping devices like the sundial and shadow clock, both of which relied on the sun, and the merkhet, the oldest known astronomical tool. The purpose of the merkhet, which has also been called a star clock, was to tell the time at night using the stars, the alignments of which ancient astronomers had long been tracking. The invention of the merkhet marked a significant improvement in timekeeping, because even though it was not as quick or simple to use, it overcame a major disadvantage of the sundial as a timekeeper, namely its uselessness at night. Shaped like the letter L and typically carved from wood or bone, the merkhet consisted of a horizontal bar that ends with a short vertical arm pointing upwards. Attached to the end of this upright arm was a plumb line, which is a length of string with a weight fastened to the end. The force of gravity allowed it to hang straight down, establishing a perfectly vertical line to the ground. The merkhet was used in conjunction with a sighting tool known as a bay, which was made from the central rib of a palm leaf and had a thin V-shaped slit cut out at the top. When observers looked through this narrow slit, they could precisely line up objects in the distance. To tell the time at night, 2 observers, a pair of merkhets, and 2 bays were needed. An observer held his merkhet up at arm's length and aligned it with the North Star, also called the Pole Star. To ensure perfect alignment, he looked through the slit of the bay, which was held close to the eye. Another observer, facing him a short distance away, also used a bay to precisely align the plumb line of his merkhet with that of the first observer. This series of alignments established a north-south meridian, an imaginary line that identifies north and south. By noting the intervals at which certain stars crossed this meridian, observers were able to mark the passage of time in hours. Interestingly, the use of the merkhet was not limited to timekeeping. Other ways in which ancient Egyptians used this tool have been proposed. For instance, experts claim that merkhets had also been used by the ancient Egyptians in construction to accurately establish straight lines and right angles, and to carefully align temples and tombs with celestial bodies. Archaeologists have excavated and preserved a few of these devices, which date as far back as 600 BCE. Today, merkhets are on display in museums in Egyptian artifact exhibitions, and are depicted in a number of ancient Egyptian works of art.